Okay, so in French, we have a saying that roughly says or means being ridiculous does not kill you. I will look if there is something equivalent in English. Le ridicule ne tue pas. Today I'm going to be talking about my Holst Garn haul from 2 years ago that threw me into my Yarn by Year project. And I'm going to be ridiculous because this haul is still intact. So hello everyone. Welcome or welcome back to my very small place on the internet where I talk about my knitting adventures and the different projects I have. My name is Isabelle. I am in France, in Normandy. We are on a Sunday. We are Easter Sunday, and I need to be recording because last week and this week is going to be jam-packed and I won't have any time to record. So hopefully I will have enough time to record today and edit, or maybe edit again tomorrow. So today it's going to be an episode about my Yarn by Year project that I started in January 2022 after, at the end of 2021, I went overboard buying a lot of yarn. And some of that yarn is still in my stash, untouched. So today I'm going to be talking about that part of my stash. Why I bought the yarn, I've already talked about, but many people have come along since then. So I'm going to be talking about the projects I had in mind. For some of the yarn I had no project at all. And what I want to be doing now. I am before you saying that after my main projects that are ongoing right now, I have a sock as a work in progress. I have a sweater from Paulin and West. So once this is done, my next cast on has to be with a project that I'm going to be knitting with that stash. Okay, first, what am I wearing? I am wearing my Lorenzen vest. This is a transformation of my Lorenzen sweater that I was not wearing because the sleeves were too big and not fitting under my coats, my winter coats, and this is a winter weight sweater. So I was not wearing it and I was so sad each time I had to move it around in my drawers and or on my shelves to get to other sweaters. So I removed the sleeves, and with some of what I reclaimed from the sleeves, I made one of my little trendy little scarves. This is a free project that I made on Ravelry, and this is about the way I wear it, with a bow on the side. I'm not a bow person, but I like to make a bow with that one for some reason. So there you have it. This is deep from my shelves where I was not wearing it, and this is the yarn I reclaimed from it. Okay, my Holst Garn stash of shame. So at the end of 2021, I was so influenced by people I was watching either on Instagram, on YouTube, or elsewhere. And I was used to seeing people living in yarn stores with yarn stashed all behind them, and it looked normal to me. And Holst Garn was having a sale, as they usually have at the end of the year, and some of the yarn colorways that I had my eyes on were going to be removed, and what I did not know or what I did not want to hear going to be replaced by similar colorways anyway. So I went on a buying frenzy and I bought a lot of Holst Garn. It's not very expensive, so I did spend quite a bit of money, but considering how much yarn I got, it was not that much. And when I received the second package, because if I recall correctly, I made 2 separate orders, when I had to put the yarn away, I was running out of space. And it made me feel uncomfortable and question the why did I buy this yarn. So of course I had very good arguments. One, there is this and that I want to be making with the yarn. Two, that colorway, I like it, it's going away, etc., etc. So I decided it was time for me to start a project where I would be more comfortable with my expenses on yarn, and in particular with my stash. You know, it hasn't been that successful anyway, because yarn comes my way. And if I want to make a very quick update for the month of March, a very quick checking, I haven't spent anything for me in March. I have spent for some other people. So I'm not going to show it to you because I haven't given the yarn away. I won't tell how much I've spent because it was not for me, but I'll sneak the numbers into the big numbers for the year when I will have my last months of the year checking in December. So nothing, I haven't bought anything for me this month. Good. So now, what about my Holst Garn haul? I did buy 2 of their line. One is the super soft line and the other one is the tights, if I recall correctly. Yes, tights. So for super soft, why did I wanted to buy Holst Garn in the first place? I just had bought a pattern by Rastus Sue, Brett. He had just published the pattern at the time. Where is it from? December 2021, you see. And Brett is with that origami type of knitting, and you know, I've knit a couple things with that style and I love that. So I was looking on the Holst Garn site because I knew they were having a sale, which colorway I would like and everything. I was not very decided between 2 colorways. So I got Scott Pines. Scott Pines is a rather, it has yellow in it. It has yellow accents. Okay, see if I put it in front of my eyes. I'm not sure any of these colorways I'm going to be talking about are still available. I haven't checked. So it's, I would say, on the greener side, but a dirty green with yellow accents. So this one I thought was very interesting, but I also had my eyes on Donkey. Donkey is just a regular gray, not medium gray, I would say, with lighter accent, creamy accent, and lighter accent. I did not know which one would be fitting me better. I kind of thought this one would fit me better. The gray one would fit me better. But Rastus had samples that were in that kind of colorway and the yellow colorway. So I said, okay, if I want to be faithful to what he's been published, I should get that one. So I got both of them. 10 balls, if I recall correctly. 10 balls, and the balls are 50 grams and 314 yards per 50 grams, or 287 meters. So it's light fingering. Everyone knows the Holst Garn Super Soft. I haven't knit any of that. Do I still want to be making Brett? Yes. Most probably with the gray one. What am I going to be doing with this murky, greeny yellow that is quite trendy for now? I don't know. Maybe I should do the Brett with that one, and I will always have some use for some regular medium gray. Anyway, that is 20 balls, 10 of each, that are still sitting in my drawers. Next, there is one shawl that I wanted to be knitting from Natasha Hornsby, Monstruck Knit. It's Yara. And as I bought Yara, she was having also some kind of a sale for her birthday or something. I got many other patterns from her. You know that already. So I got Mar and I got also Lunai. So Lunai is from December 2018 and Mar is from March 2018. Yara is from June 2021. And it's the perfect candidate for Holst Garn yarn because many people have knit this shawl with Holst Garn Super Soft. So I said, okay, which colors do I want? I really liked her own samples and what other people had been doing. So for Yara, for one shawl, I got cones from slate gray. So this one is the regular medium gray. Silver gray. And I got for the accent gold crest. So for the accent, you have to mix two contrasting colors. So what I was thinking is either, so I only have two skeins of the gold crest because this is not much of my color, but I really liked the way it looked in the original samples with some kind of a yellow accent along the lines. So I would either mix it with the lighter gray or, and then don't be afraid, why not? I wanted the Nougat colorway, but Nougat was out of stock. So I got in Tides, in Tides, which is wool and 30% silk. I got Tides in the pearl colorway, thinking, okay, it's not the same yarn weight and everything. So let's just say either I'll mix it and I will use 2 strands of Tides or just 1 strand or 1 strand of the lighter gray. Have I knit the shawl? No. Have I knit any of the other ones I got at the time? No. And this is why I want to be talking about it today, because once my current projects are finished, or if I want to cast on something, it has to be Yara. I'll see how I use the contrasting colors, the other contrasting colors, and if I mix with Tides or if I mixed with, I don't recall, sorry, silver gray. We'll see what I'll do, but today I'm telling you, I have to cast on Yara once I want to cast on something else. I won't let myself cast on anything but Yara if I really want to be casting on something else. Okay, now I've said it. It's on the internet for forever. I cannot escape from it. So I think it would be it's a nice combination. I've seen people use several of these colors together or with other accents. Not with gold crest, but something similar. So yes, there you have it. Now I've said it. Yara it will be. So now you're going to tell me, what about Mar? Mar, I don't know. Really, I don't know. What about Lunai? What about Lunai? I love the colors of the original sample. A white, or maybe it could go with a light gray, and blue. I love this combination. Okay, what was happening with Breeze? The colorway was going to be stopped. Of course, they will replace it with something else, but I really thought they will never have another of this blue that I love. Okay, 10 balls. 10 balls of Super Soft in Breeze. Have I made the shawl? No. And one of the reasons I got the Tides, It's because Nougat was out of stock. And I was not certain that these two ones would go together. Now that I have them in person, I think the silver gray with breeze for Lunae would be perfect. But at the time I was thinking, maybe not. So as I was looking for a colorway that would be close to Nougat, this is why I bought tights in pearl, thinking these two ones would go together in a Lunae shawl. Yes, they will, for sure. Have I knitted it? No. I've knit my Madeleine sweater with the tights, and I'm not wearing it because I need to be doing something and I'm ashamed to show it to you. I held tights double. I absolutely love this pattern, this sweater. This is where, sorry, there are hair here. This is where I got to love the little wrap stitches that are on the sweater. Maybe I should show you the other side because it's not as yellow and dirty. I wear sun protection every day, and you have it. Maybe you can see it, maybe not. It's all yellow and dirty around the neck and a bit below because I place sun protection also in front of my chest. And I'm not wearing it because I need to be trying to be doing something about that. I haven't done anything yet. And I'm not sure, maybe I will try with just soap and stuff like that. I will see if it goes away. But these kind of stains, from experience, from the sun protection, from the sunblock, from the SPF products, they don't really go away. So I'm very, very bummed because otherwise it's all perfect. I think someone asked me, I knitted right side out, and you see it's reverse stockinette. So I did knit in reverse stockinette, but I am a picker and I don't mind purling. But I'm sure you can knit it inside out all the way because these are slip stitches and the little wrap stitches. I'm sure you can do it from the inside the same way you do it from the outside. So from the right side and from the wrong side. I'm sure it's going to be the same. So my Madeleine sweater is very sad in my shelves, and I'm very sad about it, and I need to be doing something about that. Anyway, I still have that much. I had 2 cones. I still have that much left of my tights, and I will write it down below because when I pick them up, I'm not sure I did. I think I have 2 cones of the silver gray and 2 cones of the slate gray. I'm not sure. I will have to make sure, and I will write it under because I had to move things around so that everything can fit. So I don't recall how many I bought of each. Another pattern I want to be knitting with the Holst Garn, and I sort of had that in mind when I got the Scott Pine. Where are you? You are here. Is the Avena sweater. And the Avena sweater by Jennifer Steingash. She knits Love Wool, if I recall correctly. Knit Love Wool, yeah. And the Avena sweater, I was thinking to be doing the little Avena stems from the yoke with the Scott Pine, and the rest of the sweater either with the slate gray or maybe with the tie, something like that. And ties held double still. So you see there is one use for Scott Pine that I'm not sure which one I'm going to be doing, and I guess with any of the gray it would go. I like the Avena sweaters where in the yoke people are using self-changing yarn. So I might mix some of the Scott pines with, if there is any left from silver gold crest, excuse me, so from gold crest, if there is any left, I'm kind of thinking making the Avena with these two ones and manually changing the colors, because I think you can do that. If I recall, you can do the stems with one colorway and the rest of the Avena tips maybe with another color. So this may be what I'm going to be doing. And the Avena sweater, I think I would prefer the body being with that color rather than so beigey, rather than light gray. But I have to see how both of them behave together, and I will have to swatch. Okay, there you have it. My beautiful Holst Garn stash in beautiful colors that I love, that I can mix and match because I have many possibilities. I have a lot of yardage, and the possibilities are endless. I just need to cast on. So I will cast on Yara by Natasha Hornsby as soon as I want to cast something on. Maybe I will swatch, maybe not, because for a shawl it's not that important. And I can see what I do for the second contrasting color, how I mix things or not. We'll see. But anyway, I have everything in my drawers to be casting on this beautiful shawl right away. So this is my word for it. Don't come after me if I don't, because if I do not, I will have many good excuses. Of course, this does not include the socks for my sons. Once I've finished one, I will cast on another one, and it's not a question of me stopping knitting on the socks. So it doesn't include that. But once my current sweater is done, or if I want to be making something else because I get a bit bored, or I want to be knitting something else while I'm knitting on the sweater, I will cast on this shawl from Natasha Hornsby that's been waiting for my attention for over 2 years now. And you can take my word for it. Don't buy too much. I'm in this process because it all got out of hand. I've been thinking and pondering, and why do I need to buy all those things? Why did I fear Holst Garn would never ever have such a blue colorway in their lineup? I haven't checked. I'm sure they have. It's not possible that they stop such a colorway. Maybe that one, yes, but something similar, I'm sure they still have. And why was I missing so much? I kind of know, and I've been trying to think about all of that. I've tried also to be less influenced by other people. That's a strange thing to say about myself. Who is influencing you? Because you tell me in the comments down below. But what I hope is that I'm influencing you in using your own things, your own stash, or maybe you like a pattern I'm talking about and you find something equivalent, or that pattern itself, and you already had the yarn, or you buy the yarn for the pattern and you cast it on right away, and it's not going to be going somewhere in a drawer or on a shelf and forgotten. And yeah, that is extremely important, that you have your own process. What has helped me not buy too much are simple rules. Buy in person, buy patterns only to be casting them on, with a little particular place for books, because I love books and I don't think there are too many books. This is not such a thing. There are not something like too many books. So aside from books, now I have I'm allowing myself to buy 5 books this year. I'm allowing myself to buy 3 sweaters quantities in person myself because I go places I love. So yes, I'm allowing to be myself to be doing that. And this has been the case for the last 2 and some months, years. And what this project has taught me is that yarn comes my way. Yarn finds its own way to me. Either I give suggestions for presents to my son and they do buy what is on my list, or I have been swapping with other people. People have been sending presents to me and some yarn has come my way. That way, people have heard of my project and my yarn kryptonite. Let's say kryptonite, but maybe it's kryptonite. And you sent me yarn because this one, the yarn I wanted to be knitting from, and you had a huge stash, and I sent some mohair. And for the people who just send me birthday presents, I send them also some mohair and other yarn. Yarn finds its own way to knitters, and yarn has its own personal mind, and it comes over to you, or at least it comes over to me. So this is what this project has taught me. Even if a colorway, or I was really drooling over La Bien-Aimée Curry Confetti, I did not buy any of it. Am I still missing? Yeah, I'm missing the Winterfell colorway, that, or the Curry Confetti that was made with Winterfell, or on the Winterfell dark blue colorway, of course. And yeah, I'm kind of missing that. But they have a new line now where I'm sure they will have, I haven't checked, they will have at some point, I'm sure, some kind of dark blue colorway mixed with all the recycled bits and multicolored recycled bits that they have. Because if the Winterfell in Curry Confetti was successful, I'm sure they will make it again in another yarn base for maybe another yarn weight, but the same idea. So you see, am I missing the Winterfell or the Winterfell base for Curry Confetti? Yes. Yes, I'm missing it. Is it the end of the world? No. Are there any substitutions? Yes, on both Europe and the American continent, and on the Australian continent, in Asia, South Africa, you have, or the whole Africa, but I'm thinking about someone I've been talking with from South Africa. You will have the equivalent of a tweedy yarn with multicolored little specks and bits here and there, and sometimes very, very bright. I'm sure you can find something equivalent. I'm sure I can find something equivalent. So you see, it's not because that one Curry Confetti is not available any longer that it is the end of the world, and that my knitting experience will be worse. So yes, there you have it. This is my thought process. This is my engagement. I will cast Yara. And in the meantime, I do hope you are able to find joy and happiness, even if your stash is not, your own growing stash is not necessarily the thing that makes you the most happy, but I do love each and every skein that is in my stash. So, and you see, I do have beautiful yarn to be knitting from, more than I have not been talking about. That is just waiting for me, that some of you have given me, and they are in the back of my mind. I need to get to them. And in order to get to them, I need not to buy any more yarn. Says the one who's ordered a special colorway from Lena West. Nobody's perfect. So yes, in the meantime, I do hope your knitting is bringing you joy and happiness, that your little stitches are sparking life and joy into your own days, because it's not very easy to be feeling joy and happiness and feeling calm in these very strange days when war is at our doorstep, where people are dying everywhere, and the news are really, really heavy and taking a toll on my own joy and happiness. So I need to remember, and if I say that for you, it's because I say it for myself too, to place joy and happiness into my knittings, to be thinking of you, to send joy and sparkling little stitches all around to all of you. I'm waiting for your comments in the comment section. If you did like this video, please like, subscribe, and do all the YouTube goodness that helps the channel. And I will see you next time. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq. Top, top. And you are going to be and I am going to be accountable before you, because now my wearing it, and this is the yarn I reclaimed for it, and this is the yarn I reclaimed. I just had bought a pattern by no, and this is my, and another project I have, or done, or if I want to be making something else in between and in as its own